Guys, we got all 12 Dino Power Goo Jit Zus. Woo! We got them, including the ultra rare Braxor. So remember on the back where it shows you that you can collect all 7 of them, including the ultra rare? True, we have all 7, including Braxor, and the original 7 comes with Thrash here, and then you get Verapz. Now, Verapz was hard to find. He didn't come right out, well, with all 7 of them. Moose released 5 of them. They released the ultra rare Braxor, and then they released the others, which is over here, Tritops, and then you got Tyro, and then you got Blazagon, and then you got Thrash. And then later on, these other 2 guys came about a month or so later. Then you have Shredz and Verapz. And they're a little bit tough to get, but they're super cool guys, especially what we find inside of Shredz. So there's the 7 once you put them all together, but then what are these extra guys here? Well, first of all, you got Tyro, who got super gooed, and it's super awesome because you're able to open his mouth, get sounds and stuff. And then you got the 2 packs here. You have the Artic Showdown and the Volcanic Rumble. And you'll notice that we've got Tyro versus Gigatusk. Now, Gigatusk was in Series 2, but he comes back as a different color. So you could say, well, technically, maybe you just have 10 because we've already seen him in Series 2, but he's part of the Dino Power in the Artic Showdown. And he does have a different color. So we're going to say that he's a different one. We'll include him. He would be 11, and then Redback, which is now Purpleback, he's now 12, because in this one, in the Volcanic Rumble, he's got a different color. He's not red, he's purple. So you can see where we counted all 12 here. And what we did, guys, is we put all these videos as we got them along the way and just slammed them all into this one so you can see all of them together.
Welcome to AdventureFun.
Woo! We finally got it, guys. Goo Jit Zu finally came out with Series 3. And not just any series, this is the Dino Power series. And you know what's cool? Is there's a total of 7 to collect. Okay, we only have 5 here, and we'll go over that in just a minute, but of the 5, we got the ultra rare. He is so hard to find, but we got him, so he can bring it to you and show you guys, and let's get started. Let's go with the classics here, because 2 of the 5 that we have here are classics from earlier series, both Series 1 and Series 2. You got Blazagon and Thrash. Let's go ahead and start with our Thrash here, put Blazagon to the side. And Thrash, if you remember, let's go back in time. Remember Series 1? There's your Thrash. And what made him cool in Series 1? Well, here, if you push the hole in the middle of the package, you see how it just bends in? He's super stretchy. And if you watch my video on that one, we stretch him really good. And here, oh, you can see up at the top, he's super squishy. So he's got a lot of playing here that you can push in. It bounces right back. Where this one doesn't bounce right back, it makes him super stretchy. So what was cool back in Series 1 with Thrash is that you could find a treat inside of him. And you want to watch that to find out what kind of treat we found inside of him after we opened him up. Now, part of Series 1 was the 2-pack, where he took on a Challenger Rockjaw. Now, if you notice the difference between the 2, besides the obvious in the title where it says it glows in the dark, you can also look at their skins. This one that doesn't glow in the dark has a nicer looking skin. It's not as dull as this one, because this one, with the skin being as dull, it's gonna absorb light, make it glow, and this one just isn't made for glowing. So there you go, Series 1. And then we come back into Series 2 here, and there's Thrash again. Now, Thrash is sporting some new duds, and the removable were in Series 1. He didn't have removable duds, so they had emblems on him that, like his little insignia here, would rub off. And here, they actually have some clothes you can switch, you know, play dress-up dolls, change clothes around. I mean, it was pretty cool. And so, with him, you got the water blast. You can squeeze his head and squirt out water. Oh, here, let's do this. And with our Series 3 here, he's got what's called the Chomp Attack. So instead of squirting water, he can now bite down on his enemies, take a bite out of crime. That's pretty fun. And we'll take a look at that in just a minute. But look how it goes, guys. In fact, it just reminds me, you got here, you see a pattern, guys? Series 1 to Series 3. I mean, we're talking about dinosaurs. If you look at some of the history, they say man evolved from way back when. I mean, is Thrash evolving or devolving into a Dino Power? Oh, we love dinosaurs anyway. He's cute. We'll keep him. As I said, as you can see on the front, he's super squishy. He's got the Chomp Attack. It's 3 times stretchy, and it's for kids 4 and older. And also, if you take a look at his arm there, do you see anything interesting in the picture? You actually see a fish. Do you see the fish there? Now that fish that's in his arm here, do you think we'll find the fish in here? Let's just go ahead and do a sneak peek and see if we can find it, because when I put the flashlight behind it, you see a bunch, well, they look like Orbeez, right? But if I go down to his left leg, I don't know if you can see that, but it looks like a shape of a fish. It's something that's not the shape of an Orbeez. And we'll squish it and see if we can actually give you a better view of the fish. Speaking of Series 2, where you could actually change duds, he's got his hula skirt. He's going to Hawaii. Hey, he lives in Hawaii. And then on the back, First on the back, you can see that you've got Thrash, and so his prehistoric name is the megalodon. And then you can see up at the top here, you got 7 to collect, available across Series 3. Now, if you'll notice on the back, there's a total of how many? 6. So we got Megalodon or Thrash in our hands, so they're not going to show him up here. So that's the 7th one that's not showing here. So the other ones that we're looking at to collect is Tyro, I like Tyro, Blazagon, Verapz. So Verapz, we don't have him here. And then the ultra rare Braxor, and then Shredz, and Shredz you don't have here, and then Tritops. So those 2 Verapz and Shredz, those we expect to be coming out soon. And so we'll check those out and we'll bring them right to you as soon as we get them. And then you can see down below the warning: do not heat or microwave, do not bite or pierce, don't eat, don't leave in direct sunlight, and do not leave in vehicle on a hot day, do not wrap or tie the product around anyone's head, neck, arms, things that hopefully are just common sense to people, that it's just a toy that you can squish and just have fun with it. If product ruptures, which they had in Series 1, they break pretty easily. They were thin-skinned. They couldn't handle the stress of the big babies. They actually have thicker skin for these later series, for Series 2 and 3. If it does break open, then clean up as fast as you can. Stretch character by pulling limbs directly outward from the body, tying the limbs in knots or twisting over. For those of you in Scouts, let's not do our square knots on these things. Let's go ahead and open them up. And what's the best way to open? Oh, well, they have tape around here. I wonder if you can just put your thumbs in between and just... Look at that. Oh, there we go. He's out. Okay. Oh, man. Oh, no, that's fun. Oh, that's so therapeutic, guys. Oh, my goodness. Ah, I love it. It feels like it was thicker skin, and so it won't break as easy. And the Orbeez look super cool, and I can actually see the fish. You guys want to see the fish? Let's go ahead and give you a big squish, a big squeeze. So look at look at that. They have 2 different color of Orbeez. They have the clear, and then they have, it looks like light blue, or is that just a reflection? Oh, and there is the fish. You see the fish? Oh my goodness. Fishy, fishy, fishy. Guys, there's your treat. You're looking for a treat? You really want a dead fish or bones inside for your treat? Look, he's just mocking us. Just take his head and chomp away. Let's see. Open your mouth, say, ah, yes. Ah! Okay, well, don't stick your fingers in there and don't chomp down on anybody else because that could hurt. He's got quite a set of choppers there, but that is so cool. I like it. Yes. It smells like dead fish. As far as the contents goes, on the back they do have all new material, contents, gel beads, synthetic rubber pellets. Wow, how many fishes does he have in here? 1, 2. Oh, so I found 1 in his left arm, 1 in his left leg, 1 up here in his right arm. I guess he's got 1 for every part of his body here. And then, oh, his duds come off. Woo, changeable apparel, guys. Oh, and then his necklace, that's just part of his head. We better put his skirt back on. Oh, did I put it on the right way? Is there a front and a back way to this? I don't know. Does that look pretty good, guys? His hula skirt? He's doing the hula. Thrash, oh, he stands up. Look at that, guys. Usually he had a hard time getting these guys to stand. Hey, way to go, Moose. You took a stand, didn't you? That's awesome. And his tail actually supports it. So he does lean forward a little bit, position it just right. We want to bring in our number 2, Blazagon. So Blazagon, we've got, as you can see right there, he's got the Chomp Attack just like all the others, and he's super stretchy. You know what? That just means when you push into his belly, he's gonna have some give there, and it's not gonna bounce right back. So this one's gonna be fun. That just feels good. And then if you take a look at his arms, you guys see the bones in his arms? So we're looking for bones. We're not talking about Star Trek bones. McCoy, bones. Okay, am I the only one who watched Star Trek way back when? Hey, come on, this is Dino. This goes before Star Trek. Maybe I'm ancient. But as ancient as these guys, yeah, ancient Chinese secret. So flushes it in. It's awesome. So we got the bones. We're gonna check out the bones. You guys wanna check out the bones? Before we do, just on the back again, it's the same thing, except you're not gonna see Blazagon as part of the characters up there. Guys, I wanna try to open them up without destroying the package too much. Is there a way? Put in the comments below if you know before I figure it out, before the end of this video. Let's see, they got tape up there. Last time, we just kind of, that might be better. So I'm just kind of putting my thumb down. You see, that's not bad. And you know what might have been better, instead of opening it from the front and losing the pretty picture, is to put my thumb in behind and open it from the back and get it between the plastic and the cardboard, so that way it can go across, because who cares about the back? I mean, the front, that's the pretty picture. So then I can let's just get them open. Oh, now that's nice. He just feels more malleable. Can we get, oh, you know what we didn't do? 3 times stretchy. Hi! Yeah! Yeah! Oh. Hey, here's Goo Jit Zu! That reminds me of Don Knotts, where he's like, that guy's karate chopping anything but the person in front of him. Ah, Knotts. You don't remember him, do you? Anybody can relate to me, just put in the comments below. I remember Don Knotts. I remember Star Trek, the medical officer, McCoy, or Bones. By the time he was done with them, they'd turn into Bones. That's why I call them Bones. At least that's what I remember. So there we go, stretchy. Oh, yeah. Ooh, yeah, excessive stretching. It's kind of funny because you see how the color here is more of a dull, but as I stretch it from underneath the neck, it becomes a little bit more clear. That gets kind of spooky because it's one of those things where it's just about to break. I don't know. I don't want to open it here, but hey, can you see the bones? Maybe we get a flashlight here. Let me see if I can get one here. We get a flashlight. Oh, there you go. See that bone? Oh man, that's where they used to wear, oh look, he's got a bone in his nose. Blazagon, get bone, up nose, clean. Bone don't come out. Push it up, get it in. Call it fashion statement. It's like, you making fun of me? You making fun of me? Here he is, oh don't follow me now, Series 1, and he had a treat inside of him. And God, remember how many they had back then? 13. Woo, moose. Devolved down from 13. But then they probably released him over time. I mean, I was kind of a late comer to the Goo Jit Zus, but so glad I came. Or I cummed. Or I came come. I'm now here. And so that was Series 1. We had a treat in him. You may want to watch the video to find out what treat we found inside of him. Still Series 1. We got big, huge supagoo Blazagon. And then you push on his head, you know, he starts talking. And he lights up too, but they're also gonna come out with this big, huge dude, and it's gonna be, I believe, it's gonna be the T-Rex here. A big T-Rex supagoo, like Blazagon here, where he lights up and stuff. I wanna collect that one. That'll be cool. Then I'll have 2. I'll have the supagoo from way back when, and then I'll have the new Tyro. Then we went to Series 2 here. So we got Blazagon there, and he had the water blast attack, super awesome. And then on top of that, he is now in a duo, and he's the golden Blazagon. I wonder how much of a collectible he'll be, but that's pretty cool. So there's the history. So again, we devolve back to now dinosaurs, but how can you devolve with something as cool looking and as thick and as stretchy as he is? I love it. So he's got his changeable duds here, so you can take those off and swap them. You know, hey, does it work with, you know, does yellow go with blue? Of course it does. I mean, it goes with his necklace. Don't you think, Moose, it would have been cooler if you had it this way? I mean, it's actually cool. You can actually change their duds. And he's got his bone here, and does green actually go with red? I think it does. And you know, what would he say with these 2 colors? Red and green? Merry Christmas. That looks cool. I actually like him like that. Green does make the red more pop. And then they're fighting. You got bones, I like bones, or you got fish. Oh man, that's fun. And then so on the back, he's got his own set of feelings here. You know, because everybody has feelings. What are your feelings? And it's all new material, content, gel, plastic, pellets. So let's go ahead and do this. The bones.
But, oh, there, a little bit, yeah.
Should we try this side?
Why don't you stretch them? Can you stretch them out a little bit?
Oh, camera mom's asked me to do the impossible. Hold this flashlight and stretch. Oh, fun. So awesome. We got these 2 guys. Oh. And so for him right now, we got Tyro. I still like Tyroy. Up here you can see he says I'm super gooey, so if you just try me and you poke him in, we'll have to open him up to really test that gooiness out of him. He's got also a Chomp Attack. I think they all have Chomp Attacks. And if you look at his arms, what do you see in his arms? They look like teeth, right? And then on the back, it's the same thing. Up at the top, and that's his actual real identification of his species, T-Rex. So let's go ahead and open this up. So to open this up, again, I think this time, you see there's a little tape up the top. So if I just go ahead and use my fingernail and tear at the tape and pull it back. I'm gonna try to get a little bit buttery knife on me. Go in between the plastic. Oh yeah, look at that. It's like butter. Oh boy, that's just a nice, go around his head, don't chop his head off. Okay, I think that's a little bit better. And then it just flips down. So look at that, guys. At least I preserved the front part of the package. I mean, that's cool. So look, he's got pants on. You got to know if they're removable, right? And yes, they are. Of course, this one actually has a little poop deck hole for his tail. So there we go. And then he's got his cool looking necklace. And just quickly on the back, what's inside of them? It's gel plastic pellets. And so let's take a look at those pellets. Ready? Let's give them a good squeeze. Oh, look at that. It looks like glycerin or whatever, that type of gooey stuff. And he's got his teeth, his choppers in there. And let me feel it, because I think I want to feel one of these.
That looks so cool.
Are they hard? It keeps slipping. Oh yeah, okay, it feels hard. Yeah, he's got hard teeth. That's cool. And stretch them. Yeah, yeah. Pilates. Let's see if he can stand. He may need a little help, maybe adjust his feet forward a little bit so he bounces on his tail. That's awesome. And his choppers, they go wide open. In fact, you know what, guys? I miss the treats so much. I mean, in a way, you do find the treats when you squeeze them to see what's inside, but it's not really a treat, right? So how about if we just put some of our own treats in there, or hide your own treats in his mouth, you know? It's like Pez. If you had this, every time you open his mouth, a treat would shoot out. Pez me, man. Sure, man. Who you got today? Well, I got Thrash. Pez me. But yeah, guys, these were the treats that we had back in season 1. Guess which treat goes to which Goo Jit Zu back then? Take a look at the video. They were fun. The gummy bear, the ice cream, and the little green lollipop. So cool, guys. Fun. Now we're getting down to the last 2 here. For this guy, we've got Triceratops. That's his species name. But for him, they call him Tritops. And it says up here that he's super scrunchy. So yeah, he feels scrunchy. He's got a lot of hard, well, if you look at his arm here, you can see a lot of like beads. It looks like gel beads, but they're not gel. It's really hard. He's scrunchy. He's crunchy. And he's got the new Chomp Attack. It seems like all of them do. Again, on the back up at the top, Triceratops, that's his dinosaur name. But for him, just call him, yo, Tritops. It sounds like actually a shoe name, sneaker, you know, Nike. Hey, put your Tritops on. And they go running. This one I think is my favorite just because of the color. He's so unique and rare. So let's go ahead and open them up. If you don't pop it open, you can actually just pull them out and then just squeeze them back in and it pops back. Oh, there you go. Cool. Whoa, he looks cool. I love his horns. His broken horn means, well, he was in some fierce fight, battle, and oh, his mouth opens very smoothly. I like it. I love his choppers. I love that bite attack. That looks cool. And then he's got his duds. And they come off. They can switch with any one of these guys. And while we got them off, let's take a look and give them a squeeze. Oh, cool. Yellow, crunchy balls. You know, it reminds me of the elephant, although he had big like stones, and these are just little ones. Oh yeah, Tritops. I think he's one of the top ones for me. That's cool. And then on the back, he's got all new material. Plastic pellets there, super cool. You know, his mouth just, it doesn't look like he's in a fight. He just looks like he sees one of these guys and is like, ah, 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 like Home Alone. Well, you know, he's already lost one horn. I mean, he doesn't want to lose the other. He just looks like he's in a scared mode. Okay. Down, he looks like tough. Up, he just looks like he's just scared out of his beads. He does stand very well. Cool. All right. Finally, we've come down to the ultra rare, and this is Braxor. It says he's super crunchy, just like Tritops, and he's got his Chomp Attack, and oh look, he's got a toga. He's got it wrapped around him. He just doesn't have a little like loincloth here. He's got the big toga thing that's coming around. That's cool. He's the leader. For Braxor, who is he? I mean, what dinosaur species is he? Quick, take a guess. Okay, I'm gonna turn around, too late. And you can see right there that he is the Brachiosaurus. Cool. And you can see that his neck actually stretch up. Well, like on the front of the picture. That's what makes him even more super cool, is that he can stretch up and eat those leaves. You think he's a meat eater or a vegetable eater? Broccoli. Hey, come on. We like broccoli. It helps us be strong. Zoinks! Like you almost forgot the history of the ultra rares. Because we've got more than just him. He's of this third season, or series 3. We forgot the first season or series here. Remember Frostbite? For those of you who've been into Goo Jit Zu since it originated here, he's the ultra rare from series 1. So through the entire series, he had 3 waves, 1, 2, and 3. He was in the second wave. And then we went to series 2, which just had 1 wave. You know. Yay! I mean, Hydra's pretty cool. I really like him, the 3-headed sea dragon here. And then, of course, you got the latest now. It's series 3. Pretty awesome, guys. We've got all 3 of them. Pretty excited if you guys have all 3 of them here, or you're looking to collect them. Put them in the comments below. I like to know if I'm just the only one out there that really likes to collect these ultra rares. They are hard to find. And so let's go ahead and open them up. I'm excited. Let's just rip this open. Okay. Oh my goodness. He's cool. Wow. Look at that. He's got a bone right there. His toga, I'm gonna call it a toga. It goes all the way up and around and on the back. Oh, that's cool. And it looks like it comes off too. I mean, without it, he's just another dinosaur. But let's take a look. Oh, look. I guess they recycled the elephant bones, the elephant stones. So guys, look, here it is from series 2, Gigatusk. He's got the same gel plastic pellets, and they're just as big, but as near as I can tell, we got recycled. It's like, hey, we got extra Gigatusk. What are we gonna do? Hey, let's make an ultra rare and put it in here because we overproduced, but we just have enough to make an ultra rare. So let's go ahead and put his duds back on. It's kind of drafty back in that Jurassic period. Flintstones, meet the Flintstones. Yabba-dabba-doo! Maybe the next time these guys will do myths and legends, fairies, Loch Ness monsters, Bigfoot, you know, call him Stomper. Okay, we ready for that? Okay, we gotta bend it back. See if it opens. It opens! Oh, he looks like he's at the dentist. So he's got some leaves up here, guys. He's gotta get to those leaves. He's gotta get to his treats. Oh, did you hear that? Here, we gotta have sound effects. There we go. Now that's cool, guys. I like that. Now he can get up, and where these guys have to like jump, no, he can get his nourishment right up there. He can get the choicest of mangoes or bananas.
Yum.
I wonder if their heads turn around. His doesn't turn. Hold on. His doesn't turn. I know one of them turns. Is it Blaze? Yeah, okay. Blazagon turns. You can now see behind him. What about Thrash? Thrash turns. You may not want to turn him too much because that wear and tear. Well, actually, his turn's really good. T-Rex, Tyro. Oh, that is super cool, guys. Look at that. We got them all. Let's see if I can get him to stand. Oh, and can he stand with his neck up? I wonder if you can actually do one of these things. He's like, They're playing dodgeball. He's like they're throwing things out. Look, all their mouths are open because they're like in disbelief. Why aren't these guys subscribing? Have you subscribed? Now look, guys, now their mouths are no longer in shock. Thanks for subscribing. Now they're just like angry. Get your friend to subscribe.
Please click on one of these videos for more adventure fun.
Woo! We finally got the last 2 of the 7 dwarves. We got Dopey and Sleepy. No Shredz and for Verapz. We finally got them, guys. This is cool. Man, they were hard to get, hard to find, and then hard to get. But we finally got them, so now we've got it all complete. In fact, let's start with the first one. Let's look over Verapz here. You can see at the front. He says on super stretchy, and then you can see he's got the new Chomp Attack. Well, they all do in Series 3. On the back, up at the top, you got 7 action figs with unique goo feelings available across Series 3. And then you can see it's the Velociraptor, so, you know, his nickname's Verapz. And you can see since Verapz is already up at the top, that down below you have the other 6. In fact, we got the other 6, guys. This will actually complete our whole collection. You see, so we got Verapz, and then we got Shredz, and then we got these other guys here too that complete us, that make us whole. Look, the family's together, Shaggy, Scooby, and the whole gang. Wait, who are we missing? Oh yes, the ultra rare Braxor, the Brachiosaurus. But wait, we're still missing a few more. Guys, this isn't everybody in Series 3. Remember the 2 packs, guys? That's right. Now, in the 2 packs, you got Tyro, the T-Rex, the T-Rex, the T-Rex, and then you have over here, you've got Blazagon, the dragon. So these guys are in Series 3, but these guys over here, Gigatusk and also Redback, they're from Series 2. But they put them in a 2-pack, you know, versus Gigatusk versus Tyro, and then Redback versus the Blazagon. So actually, if you count them up, and you don't include the Series 2 here, but you include Blazagon and Tyro, because here's Blazagon here, then you got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Total of 9 to collect in this series, guys. Well, you can include the other guys, but they were from earlier series, so you could say a total of 11 because they're different colors. Yay! This is cool. This completes it all, and we're done with Series 3 with our collection here. Hey guys, put in the comments below if you collected all of these, or if you're close. I mean, how close are you? Because, you know, out of all of them, Braxor, he is a tough one to find. And well, right now, I'd put these two right up there with being tough to find. But usually when they release stuff within a series, release them in waves, so this could technically be wave 2. These two right here, we better cover our Shredz, get a close-up look of that. And you can see up at the top, he's super goopy, and he's got the new Chomp Attack. And then if you get a closer look at his foot where he's stomping down in the picture, what do you think those look like? Those red things, those beads, skulls. On the back side, it's Shredz, his genius name. He's a genius. He's Spinosaurus. And then don't forget to include the warning there. And then caution, not appropriate for children under the age of 3, adult supervision encouraged for young children. Excessive stretching or abrasion may damage. These guys are thicker than Series 1. Series 1, they're pretty thin-skinned, you know. You'd call them like pretty wimpy in their fighting and they just break down and cry. Well, actually, they break down, you know. They actually start leaking all over the place. But these guys are a little bit thicker, so it should handle more stretching. But still, you don't want to stretch it excessively, as it says. Then you can stretch character by pulling limbs directly outward from the body. Tying limbs in knots or twisting over one rotation may damage the character. So just 1 Z's, not 2 Z's or 3 Z's. We got to let them go. So, you know, just have fun with them, squeeze them, stretch them a little bit, stretch them up, see if you can do it 3 times his size here, which is what we're going to do. So let's go ahead and open up our first one, Verapz. And as far as opening goes, I mean, you have tape on the side. I mean, if you want to save the package as much as you can, then I'll just go ahead and use my little Swiss Army knife and just kind of slice the tape there and then slice it over here. And then, you know, you can pull it open and rip it open, but I find that if I slice it along the back, if my knife is sharp enough, that I don't have to damage the entire box. And then I can just pull it. Oh, that's good. Oh, this is like sealed. So maybe I won't be able to save the plastic, but that's okay. You know, at least I saved the pretty packaging up here. Not too bad. That's okay, cool. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, so all natural material content gel. You can see it right on the back of his head. And that's what makes him, you know, super stretchy, this gel inside of him. Well, wait a second. He's a super chomp. Yeah. And he's got his little blue raptor thing in the back here. Oh, and then he's got his duds. You can take that off. That's cool. And you can put them right back on. And probably even change duds with the others. Now, I think he's a good guy. I mean, in the earlier series, Series 1 and 2, they actually had like little emblems on arms, their outfits, or just on a tattoo, as it were, that shows them, hey, they're really good. And then you had the ones for the bad. And so I don't see anything that marks him as being good or bad. But he looks like a good guy, as near as I can tell. And so let's go ahead and give him a stretch. Oh, that's 3 times. He does stretch very well. Oh, he comes back, just kind of reminds me of Simeon from Series 1. And look at that. Oh, he just stretches and he just, oh, that looks cool. And he's flexing his muscle. Look, flex muscle. He's very stretchy. And he comes back just nice and easy. Oh, they don't stand up. He's got his tail in the back. Maybe that will prop him up. No, it's not going to work. That's pretty cool, and it feels really good. And let's see if we can actually squeeze it enough so you guys can maybe see what's inside. I don't know if I can. His skin is not transparent, so I don't think we're going to be able to see anything. In fact, I could try to get a flashlight right here, and I think his skin is silver and it's very dense, so there's no way of seeing through that. I don't think I can see the color of it or anything inside. I've got videos called 15 Heroes of Goo Jit Zu, and in all of them, including the ultra rare Frostbite, they had a treat. Now Frostbite, his skin was like this. You couldn't see through it, but you could feel something hard inside. What was that? And if you want to watch that, you'll find out what it is. And we found it not because we could see through it, but we felt it out, and feeling it isn't enough. We actually had to open them up, and it was cool. And I'm like, why would they put a treat inside of the Heroes of Goo Jit Zu if you couldn't see through the skin to find out what the treat was? And Simeon, that was obvious. He had a donut. That was super cool, so you want to watch that. And so that's cool. I love it how he stretches. Oh, Okay, we'll go ahead and set him aside. So we'll put him over here, and then next we'll open up Shredz, our Spinosaurus. Slice the tape. Oh. Wow, he does feel goopy. Let's check his choppas. Oh, his head does turn. Does his head turn? No, not so readily. I saw in one of the comments when you guys said, hey, if he's got a yellow necklace, he's good. If he's got red, he's evil. Well, I don't know about that. I just don't see any insignias on him to state that they're one way or another. And then his shorts, well, he's got a bone holding up his shorts. Look, so they use bones kind of as their belt to actually hold their little skirts about them. And that looks like a diaper. You know, is he potty trained? I don't know. Oh, there we go. We're losing Verapz. He was laughing so hard he fell down. Put his shorts back on. And then let's take a look at his choppas. You can see in the opera. Yeah! Let's see what he's... Oh yeah, you can see those little red skulls inside of them. Oh, I can see it up close. They look like skulls. You guys want to take a look-see? Okay, I'll try to squeeze it. And I'll see if I can get a flashlight. Oh, you can see it. You can see the skulls. Look at that. Red skulls inside of him. That makes him bad. Oh, he's bad. Okay guys, we now have the Series 3 2 packs, and in the rings, we've got the Artic Showdown and the Volcanic Rumble. Are you ready to rumble? I mean, this is really fun because you have within the fire realm, you got the Dino versus Redback, and then in the ice realm, you have Gigatusk versus Tyro. Now, Tyro and Blazagon, these two guys right here, they're both from Dino Power, and these two guys right here, Redback and Gigatusk, they're from Series 2. Just a quick recap on these two packs. If you recall, if you were keeping track of all the 2 packs, that in Series 1, we had these guys. Well, you had Thrash versus Rockjaw, right? Okay, and these are glow-in-the-darks, all in the Series 1 2 packs. And you had Viper versus Tigor. Now, you have 2 Tigors, but they're both different because one is, let me find which one is squishy, this one's stretchy, and this one is squishy. And so you can easily poke them in. This one over here, you can't. And so we found that was kind of quirky. And I don't know if it was a mistake or Moose just said, yeah, let's go ahead and put this out and see if anybody notices. Well, whew, we noticed, but barely. And so that was pretty cool from Series 1. And then moving on to Series 2, oh, these were like my favorites. You have Bad Axe, oh, he's so bad, versus Golden Pentaro. And then over here you got Rockjaw versus Golden Blazagon. And these guys were cool. And if you haven't seen the videos and watched them and actually see what's inside of them, hey, it's really fun. We had a lot of fun doing it. And so now, bringing it up to speed, is the 2 packs, the fire, and then the ice. And just to give you a recap of who we're looking at in here, Camera Mom's making fun of me saying, my little collector. And I'm like, oh! But, you know, some kids never grow up, but then inside of each one of us adults, there's a little kid inside that just likes to have fun. And then you can see down below is that I got them lined up. So here's Blazagon. Me, Blazagon, got bone up nose. And he's still got a bone up his nose, a bone to pick with somebody, and it's him. It's Redback. And here's Redback from Series 2. So this is Series 3, but now he's in a 2-pack. But notice the different colors. Oh, that's so cool. Red and orange. We like orange. He looks really awesome. He's got bones inside of him, and these bones in here are a different color. They look cool. They go with orange. Well, I like the orange. It reminds me of Halloween, pumpkins, things like that. Cool. And then Redback, well, he's not red anymore. He's purple. I mean, he's so angry. He's on fire. You know the different color of flames that you have in a fire. You have yellow, you have red, then you go to green, then you go to blue, and then, well, purple's like even hotter. I didn't know, but hey, there you go. So there's those 2 guys, but in different colors. And then you got these 2 guys over here. You have Tyro the T-Rex, and that's him right here. Is there any different? Oh yeah, he's got his white duds. And then you've got Gigatusk here, which is Series 2. And look at him. I mean, look, he's totally gone white. Somebody scared him. He was, ah! And then he just turned ghost white. So that's where we're at. Cool. And let's open them up. First, let's do the ice baby. And you can see at the front here, you see that Tyro, the T-Rex, is super gooey. And he's got the new Chomp Attack. He's against Gigatusk, and Gigatusk has the water blast, so you can fill up his trunk and then just squirt water. And then for Gigatusk, he's super crunchy. You can see up at the top, it's the Artic Showdown, and they're exclusive figures, so get them while they last. And then on the back, You can see up at the top that the other two in the 2-packs, Blazagon versus Redback, it's the Volcanic Rumble. And golly, if you look at Redback, just in that picture, it looks like he's got lava in him. Inside, he swallowed or sucked in lava, while Blazagon just looks like he's a lava monster that just swallowed a bunch of bones. In any case, up at the top, you've got Gigatusk, how they show his head upside down so you can actually take off his head, I guess. Well, we'll see if we can. And then you can see down below, you have Gigatusk, he's the mammoth. With his fist of steel, Gigatusk can knock down any barrier, then he hammers his enemies with the water blast attack that nails it every time. And he's versus Tyro, which his Jurassic name is T-Rex, and he's pumped up and ready to unleash a Jurassic attack with his jaws of power. Tyro is a T-Rex who has the chomp to challenge any opponent. And then parents, don't forget the warnings about this. So you got the warning section, you know, don't heat, microwave, don't leave it out in the sun. So just hopefully things that you'll know, you put wear and tear on too much of anything and it'll break. So let's go ahead and open this up, guys. You can get your fingers in between the plastic and just pull, but if you want to save the box from too much damage, because maybe you like the box, maybe you're a collector like me, or you try to be, there's many boxes I damaged by accident, is I'll put the knife just behind the, well, oh, there's tape right there. So I just sliced through that tape, and then I'm gonna see if I can slide the butt of knife underneath it, and just go along the top. Okay, I'm not gonna cut his head off. There we go. Oh, I think that worked pretty well. Oh yeah, and I did it from the back so I didn't ruin the front. Oh, these guys are looking cool. Whew, they're cold. You have feel-o-vision. Go ahead, feel him. He's cold. Tyro, the T-Rex. Oh, wow. Ooh, what kind of gel fillings is he? Oh, that's cool. So let's go ahead and give him a squeeze. He's got blue ice in him. He swallowed a bunch of ice cubes. They look like teeth. He swallowed iced tea. Iced tea. I'm gonna try to feel one. And you know what? If you look at the back of his head, it has the ingredients. It's got all-purpose flour, eggs, sugar. Okay, so he's got gel plastic pellets. So with the gel plastic pellets, then if I can squeeze it, I'm gonna try to feel one of these because it should be like hard teeth that you can feel. Let me see if I can grab one. I'm gonna try to squeeze that tooth if I can get it. Oh yeah, it's hard. See that tooth right there? Oh yeah. That looks cool. So it looks like clear glycerin kind of a thing. I don't think it's actually a slime, but I could be wrong. And then he's got his duds. Let's see if they're removable duds. Yep, they are. Come right off. And you can see he's got his little poop deck hole right there, so you can just put his tail right in the hole. Okay, guys, and then for the Chomp Attack, yeah, that's a good chomper there. I like it. Let's see how far he can open up. That's quite a ways. That's cool. And let's see if he can stand. Okay, I'm just gonna move his feet a little bit forward, try to lean him back. Oh, come on, stand. All your other brothers did. Nope. He's got too much in front or up top. Oh, he's leaning back. I was able to get him to lean back a little bit on his tail. Awesome, so his tail does give him the balance of power. Dino Power. Next, let's go to Gigatusk. And he's got his sledgehammer. And, well, let's see, his duds. Yep, they come right off. Cool. So while Tyro was gooey, we got Gigatusk who's scrunchy. So let's go ahead and give him a good squeeze here. Let's find out. Oh, look at that. No, it's hard. And on the, we'll take a look at the ingredients on the back of his head. Cool. So that sounds really good. On the back of his head, it says, you can see right there, you see he's got gel plastic pellets, and so that's what they are. They're plastic. Oh, and then does his head come off? I don't think his head comes off like the previous ones. So when he's ready to attack Tyro, let's go ahead and squeeze the top of his head and put him in the water trough. And look at that. You see that water trough? It's the shape of a bone. It's an ice bone, which comes with every 5. It's an ultra rare part of the 2-packs here from Moose. And thank you. It's a Ruby Rax. It's actually Scooby Snack Bone. We thought, hey, it looked cool. It's blue and it's a bone. And, you know, they got bone depicts with each other. And so we thought we'd just go ahead and fill it with water. So let's squeeze it and dip his trunk in there and suck up what we can. Okay, so here we go for the test. Oh, maybe down? Oh! So I tried to go up like this, all the water slid back and it's hard to get that pressure out, but if you can do it at the water attack down, let's try one more. Let's do the camera. Oh, it died. There you go. There's a better attack when you shoot down. Okay, so in order for Gigatusk to really fight his opponent here, well, let's open up Tyro's mouth. He wants a cleaning. Come on. Yeah, you want me to give you a good cleaning? So he's coming in for the Chomp Attack. Hold on, wait a second. Got to fill up. In order for him to do his water blast attack, he's got to constantly be near water. He got him to move a little bit. That's pretty powerful. Well, guess what? He got his attack, and now... I think round 1 goes to Tyro. Look, he's already got his hand up, and the winner is... So guys, which one is the good guy and which one's the bad guy? So the good guy in previous series of Goo Jit Zu, they'd have signias on their shorts or on their arms or on their sleeves, like, you know, in series 1 here. You can tell who the good guy was by this insignia. So Tiger's a good guy. Okay, and then we gotta go over to Viper here, and you can see the insignia is different. He's evil. He's the evil guy. So there's 2 different insignias there. And so do they have insignias on their shorts here? Well, Gigatusk does. And as he did back in series 2, where is it? Okay, you see the 2 on the red shorts and on the blue shorts? So that insignia hasn't changed. He's a good guy. Now take a look at the T-Rex, Tyro. He doesn't have an insignia on his shorts at all. So does that make him good? Does that make him bad? Well, we've come to find out, if you watched our other video with the ultra rare Braxor and all the dinos in that video, none of them have insignias on them at all. He's neutral, but you can see he's fighting the evil, so he's evil, Redback, and Blazagon, well, he's a dino, so he won't have the insignia, so he's Blazagon gone Jurassic, so he's not gonna have one. In my opinion, these guys are what are called chaotic neutral. In other words, they don't fight for good, they don't fight for evil, they fight for whatever they want. So if the dinos are out there doing something bad, they just want gold and they'll steal it from you. They don't care if it's good or evil, they just want to steal it. And he's like, no, because he's a good guy. Where the evil guy will go, great, I'll help you out. Or he'll actually go and steal it from, it doesn't matter. He has no laws. He's a law unto himself. Whatever he decides to do, that's what's right. And so he's just going, I'll do whatever I want. So he's chaotic neutral. He's chaotic and he's neutral. Gigatusk, he would be Dungeons and Dragons if you ever played that. Chaotic good means that generally speaking, they're good. Every now and then they don't always obey the law. And then you have lawful good where they won't do anything that's evil. They're always good. They won't pick fights, anything. And so, hey, you know, maybe he's lawful good. So there you go. That's my take on it. These guys, they just go whatever's right in their eyes. It doesn't matter what the laws of the universe are, the laws of the planet, nature, nothing. Just, hey, it's me, that's what I want. Ugh, ugh, ugh. They haven't evolved yet, right? Please take a moment to consider how the video is going where we take a time out for cleanup. We get the Zamboni out, Zambini, because this whole table is really ice and we're just like wiping it down for the next ice skaters. Ready, go. In fact, I wonder if he can actually, oh, he does slide. He's on ice. Like he's one of those ice skaters. Disney on ice, it's dinos on ice. Cool, let's get to these guys here. Now we've got the Volcanic Rumble, and these guys, the fire. I think these are my favorite, although these guys look cool because they're blue. So let's take a look at the front here, get a close-up, and so you can see you got Volcanic Rumble, exclusive figs. I don't know what a fig is. Maybe you don't give a fig. Hey, they're figures. And so you have Blazagon, who's super stretchy, as you can see there, 3 times the stretch, and he's got his Chomp Attack. And then you got Redback, who's now Purpleback, and he's got the Water Blast Attack, and he's super goopy. And then on the back, you got the other 2 that are available. We just went over Tyro versus Gigatusk, the Arctic Showdown. And then up at the top, you've got Redback. I call him Purpleback now. You can see you stick your head in his water. His head doesn't come off where you can squirt him, which that was kind of cool when they had removable heads. But anyways, it looks like they're not removable now. Squeeze his head and then squirt. Now for the story. Redback, Spider. He's a master of entrapment. Redback strikes quickly and captures his prey in his fang-like claws. After his Water Blast attack, few can escape his web of steel. He's Spider-Back. And then Blazagon, the dragon, he's a born leader. When things heat up, Blazagon knows how to take control. He's ready to erupt into action before anyone else and unleashes his chomping powers on his target. So, let's go ahead and open them up. Try the same thing. We've got a little piece of tape here. We're going to slice right through it. There we go. Sweet. Gentlemen, let's go with our Blazagon. Oh, now he feels good. Man, he just feels stretchy. Wow. Oh, you know what we didn't do, the other guys? I mean, look, he stretches up to 3 times. I don't know, maybe that's 3 times. Let me see just real quick. I wonder if... But he shoots as far. How about Tyro? He's coming after you, Gigatusk. Hi. He didn't shoot as good. Gigatusk was awesome. Gigatusk, cameraman was picking him up. Gigatusk was awesome. So let me see if I can get him to stand. Oh, he stands. These guys keep wanting to take a bow. They think they're just so... This is cool. Look, he's got these bones on his back. Now, with his little skirt, so he's got a bone at the front right here. That looks super cool. And so you can tell which goes in the front and which goes in the back. And so that comes off and, you know, you can switch them. And here, okay, so now we want to take a look at them bones. And these bones, okay, let me see if I can get you a good close-up. You know, they're black. I thought they looked purple. At least they looked like from the picture. Those bones look black to you still? I thought they were purple bones. Yeah, you know, those look like black bones. I don't know why I was thinking they're purple. Just, I was hoping because, you know, I saw him purple. It just brainwashed me and everything. And he's gonna have purple inside, but no, he doesn't. Let's see, and the contents on the back. Go ahead and turn your friend's head around, see what contents is in him. And then put in the comments below. Bobby next door, he's made of plastic pellets. Yeah, he is gel plastic pellets. So they are plastic. Oh, and then now it's time for the opening, the grand opening. Subscribe. I love the way it just sinks into your hands. It's like squishing some sort of Play-Doh. Okay, so remember, Blazagon, because he's a dino, he has no insignia. He's neither good nor evil. He's just chaotic in his neutral way. Whatever way he wants to go, that's where it goes, whether it's right or wrong, whatever's right for him. So we'll put him up here. And then now we're gonna go to purple back or red back. And oh, look, he's got his insignia right here. That means he is what? Evil. Shorts come off, like you say. And you know, to give these guys color, they ought to switch shorts so they don't look so orangey, blue. Yeah, look. Aren't you happier with Gigatusk now he has cool shorts? But you know, he's got the evil insignia, so now he's evil. And because it's from the underworld, which is fire. Ah, my shorts! My biscuits are burning! My biscuits are burning! Okay guys, what do you think? What do you think of the colors? I switched them up to best I could to have something that looks a little bit more poppy. And you got the bone white teeth, and then you got blue that goes with his necklace, which is cool. And then you have blue. I don't know, but blue does go with purple. And then you got orange with Gigatusk, which looks pretty cool. Now we got to squeeze our red back, and that's what makes him red. He's got the spider webs. These spider webs look orange to you guys or red? The gel's purple. Could be clear. Yeah, put in the comments below, guys. Do you think he's got clear gel or glycerin inside of him, or does he actually have purple? And the colors of these spider webs, are they orange or are they red? Actually, they kind of look more orange to me than red. Let's see, on the back, I don't know if you can see the back of his noodle. It's pretty dark just to find out what he has inside of him. And it's gel synthetic rubber. And so he's got his claw up here, that's cool. And then he's got the shooter, the blaster, to shoot the webs. Now we got to do the squirt test, here we go. Now hold still while I go over here and suck up some water. Okay, here we go, ready? Oh, he squirts a lot better. Guys, I think with the nose, the trunk coming down, you have to kind of tilt him to get all that to come out. Oh my gosh, he squirts so much better. Oh, that was a good squirt. Yeah, why can't Gigatusk do that? Am I not getting him right? That was a good squirt from Redback. Now all the cells in Redbacks are gonna go up. Hey, the Gigatusk can't squirt worth diddly. Actually, he doesn't do too bad. Maybe I just wasn't positioning it right or getting enough squeeze. So here guys, let's try it one more time so we can get a real feel for this. Woo! Not bad. I think I can do better. Oh, that was a good one. Camera 2. Okay, so we're gonna have a water sliding contest. Let's see who, oh, we gotta get him whipped up. Woo! They slide pretty good. That is awesome. I love the chompers. So here you got the dinos, fire and ice here. For these guys to get any attack, they have to be in a water park to fight off their enemies. And the water park's called Sit and Squirt. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, you got the all-new supagoo Tyro the T-Rex, and he's known as Dino Goo. Now what's cool about him is that, well, his mouth moves, he lights up. We're gonna check all that out, but before we get too far, this is the second supagoo that Moose has come out with. The first one was Blazagon supagoo. Oh, look at this. We're going down the ladder here. We've gone from huge supagoo to Dino Goo. I guess Dino Goos are smaller, but hey, he still looks pretty cool. But with him, as you recall, if you watch my other videos, that when you push on his head, he lights up and he talks. That's really cool. And you know what? You could actually put your finger right in here to feel his gooiness. But this one has no opening here that you can go ahead and touch. Maybe kids with all their dirty fingers at the store going, I want to touch, I want to touch, I want to, and then just soil it up, I don't know. But now you can actually just open up his mouth, which you can't with him. But right here, you can lift it and whoa, you open his mouth far enough and he makes a sound. That's cool. Now, where do these guys come from? Well, if you remember in Series 1, Wave 1, you went from mini Blazagon to big supagoo Blazagon. And then for Series 3, Wave 1, and Wave 2 is coming out soon. We assume that's gonna be with Shredz and Verapz. If you see my other Goo Jit Zu videos, watch those. And so here's the smaller version, T-Rex, Tyro, and he's got his Chomp Attack, so he also chomps down. You can watch my video on that one. But now we've come to the big supagoo, the big brother of the little brother. Oh, did you hear that? You even move him, he wants to say something. So let's take a look at the front here and go over it front to back, top to bottom. You can see that our supagoo has got the new Chomp Attack, and then you can see that you stretch for lights and sounds. And look, it says right there, try me, open my jaws. When you open his jaws, he lets out a horrifying growl. Ooh, yeah, that's cool. I wonder how many different sounds he has. And then you can see he actually looks like he's transparent a little bit, but down where he's got his red jumpsuit, he's actually got a paw, which means he's good. As opposed to the other symbol, if you watch my other Goo Jit Zu videos, to the evil like Scorpius. Now we can go to the back. And you can see up at the top, it lights up for battle action. You can see you can squish and stretch him. He's super stretchy, super sized. Got Dinogoo Tyro T-Rex with powerful huge claws and sharp snapping jaws. Dinogoo Tyro has evolved into the ultimate Goo Jit Zu fighter. He unleashes terrorizing sounds as his inner goo energy lights up, showing everyone that this prehistoric mega monster is powered up and ready for battle. And he's got his new Chomp Attack, opens jaws for lights and sounds. Also available in 5-inch Hero Figs, 7 to collect. As of right now, as you can see on the back of this guy, it shows you that there's all 7. Well, it shows 6 down at the bottom, but then the picture up at the top here, that's the 7th one. Well, the 2 that we're missing right now that they haven't produced yet is Shredz and Verapz. Then you can see it says attack, sounds and lights, motion activated lights and sounds. So that's the back side, and then guess what we got on the bottom? We got some instructions, and you can see that we've got 3 batteries you put in the back of his head. Get a screwdriver to unscrew it, but it does come with batteries, and it shows you what kind of batteries you need. Cell AG13LR44 batteries. Always check to ensure the compartment lid is correctly sealed and secure before giving the toy to the child. On the back of Dinogoo's neck, you got 3 settings for the try me off and on switch there. To activate lights and sounds, stretch or shake figurine, or open jaws by pressing down or rear horn at the back of head. If product ruptures and liquid contact skin, wash with clean water. Do not eat or drink contents. Come on guys, if you're hungry, like you said, have a burger. Colors and contents may vary. Latex-free, contains glucose. Let's go ahead and open them up. I'm guessing just taking my thumbs and just getting down below and just seeing if I can. I don't know how you're gonna actually open this up easily. Ooh, and it's got sharp, and that plastic can really cut you. So I'm just wondering if I just kind of like take a knife. I don't recommend using knives at all. I mean, it slides smoothly once you get it in there and you just zip, zip, it's all done. So yeah, parents, you open it. You may have to anyways. Oh, this is cool. Oh my goodness. Come on out. Oh, he's in there pretty good. Yay, we can save this for future reference. Okay, let me, oh man, he is, wow, he is just super gooey. And it says in there, there's glucose, so it's sugar. Give me a little sugar, Mr. Dino Goo. You see how far he stretches, guys? I mean, that's far. I think this is the furthest I've ever stretched any of Goo Jit Zu's. Guys, put in the comments if this is the furthest you've ever seen any one of these Goo Jit Zu stretch. Now, remember, it says in the warning, not excessive stretching or, go too far past 25 inches. I don't know, I'm guessing that's quite a ways. Is there anything inside of him, or is it just totally glucose in him, it looks like? Let's take a look. So you got his insignia right there, the paw, which means he's a good dino. Now, my theory in the past ones here is that none of these guys came with insignias anywhere on them, at least in Series 3, Wave 1. But in all the other series, they always had, as you can see, in Series 1, Wave 1, for Blazagon, he had his insignia. So whenever they had a paw, they you're a good guy. So here's a couple of evil dudes. You got Redback and you have Rockjaw, and their insignias is on their shorts, and because their shorts are black, it might be hard to see, but there's the insignia. It's not the paw, right? Kind of looks like a face. And you can see that they got these same insignia, which means that they're bad. They belong to the evil group. But none of these guys on the back here that we've opened thus far, 5 out of the 7, had any insignias on them. So I call them chaotic neutral, which is a Dungeons & Dragons term that just means, hey, they're just chaotic, whatever they feel is right, according to them is right. There's no good, there's no evil, just whatever they want to do. And so now this is the first one that actually has a paw on it. So he's good. So for some reason he evolved. Now it's more than just, you know, going around stomping on things and eating things as dinosaurs do back in those days. Now he's taking the side of the good people. So he'd have to fight Redback because he's a good guy. Oh, and let's see, does the shorts come off? Yes, they do. Awesome. And with the shorts off, now we can see clearly through them. Is there anything inside of them? Because usually Goo Jit Zus have something inside, and I don't know about you guys. That looks pretty cool though, but I don't see anything in him. He doesn't have any teeth, bones, treats, except just glucose. He's just full of sugar. Oh look, should we do something mean and pull his tail? Can he actually stand up by himself? Usually most Goo Jit Zus don't, but we'll just... he's got all that weight, that muscle, that sugar in him. There. And then of course you can open his mouth. You can also, you know, push the back of the horn, as it said, to slide it. And then you can see on the back that you got the try me on and off switches. And so if you really want to get some workout from them, go ahead and let's switch them to on. So, kind of bounce them around. Oh, that was a long one. That was a good sound. Let's see if we can get all the sounds out of them. Whoa. What was that? Wow. We gotta get that sound again. No, they messed up with this. Somebody's got their voice there just going, wow. Look at his tongue there. He's got his speaker there. That was pretty funny. I like that. He's got a cool top here. He's got gold-plated armor up here. He's got his gold-plated goatee and his gold-plated necklace. I think he's fun. Guys, if you subscribe to AdventureFun, you know what I would say? He's like saying, wow, wow. You know, I wonder how many voices he has. I think we went through all of them, maybe 5 or 6, but that wow takes the cake. So guys, we got the black light on here. We wanted to shine in our supagoo to see if anything happened when we shined on them, and you can see there's nothing that's really popping. But guess what, guys? Supagoo may not have the goo that shines or glows in the dark, but guess who does? His younger brother does. You want to take a look? And then take a look at Tyro. And then we started wondering, what do the other Goo Jit Zus look like with black lights? How about our Tritops? He looks cool, guys. He just totally looks awesome underneath that black light. And look at Redback. Oh, his head really pops, guys. And what about our ultra rare Hydra from Series 2? That looks pretty cool. I mean, there's a huge difference between the heads and the body. And how about our 2-pack? Oh yeah, look at Rockjaw, his head. Wow, it looks super cool in the black light. And then we thought from Series 1, look at him, Blazagon. Now he's a blazing in the black light. His head looks totally awesome. You know who else looks awesome from Series 1? The ultra rare, your favorite and mine. That's right, Frostbite, woo! That looks so cool. Guys, black light, super fun. Guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe so that way you'll know when we get these toys out. As soon as we get them out, you'll be notified and you can go ahead and watch them and find out what the latest and greatest is. And before we go, I gotta get him to say that wow again.
Please click on one of these videos for more events of fun.